What up? What's going on with y'all? Shout out to everybody in the building. We back. Oh man, it's crazy. TINFOIL Tuesdays. Something we did. I had to pull back and slow it down for a little minute to see how they was gonna react to things because they were knocking a whole bunch of channels because of misinformation and you know anti this extremist that or whatnot, what have you. So, what I'm saying? That's why I fell back a little minute from the TINFOIL Tuesdays. We still gonna get back into our tragedy and hope 101. But what I'm saying? I feel like today was just gonna be a day that we just kind of freestyle it. We're gonna start off with, of course, the jab talk. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Shout out to Rich. Hey man, hey man. They're not fake, okay? All right, it's not fake, man. What they do may be fake, but the organization is not fake. Okay? The organization itself is not fake. What they allegedly did, as far as space travel and those things, I can agree with you. And one of these days we will get into that. That will be because man, that moon landing thing, man, is so crazy, right? And it's just like the thing about the whole conspiracy theorist or I guess conspiracy community is what people don't understand and realize is, man, everything is a conspiracy until pretty much the government comes and tell you, okay, yeah, we lied, or okay, yeah, it was this, but we didn't want you to know yet. And people don't understand that stuff. It's so much stuff that's classified and you know redacted and kept behind closed doors. I think it's what a 50-year time period before something can be pretty much unclassified, declassified, excuse me, and released to the public for public information. And again, we've seen plenty of things like that happen. And shit, I just learned about something today, man. And I will be talking about this. I'll touch on this later on. Have you guys ever heard of Operation Underworld? Have you ever heard of Operation Underworld? Shout out to Fatal Dose. Fatal Dose, one of my mans with the plan, man. And definitely be down in the knowledge when it comes to this stuff. And again, man, it's just crazy to see the like people don't know what they don't know. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? People don't know what you don't know. And then it is the point of where, hey, there's so far that you can go and you have to fucking stop at that line because if you don't stop at that line, your ass will be up out of here. Okay. You will literally be gotten up out of here, man. Okay. I told y'all assassinations and things happen and have been used throughout time, like ancient times, modern times to this day. I don't think y'all understand that assassinations happen every day. B. All right, and if you poke the wrong bear or uncover the wrong shit and you don't shut the fuck up about it or act like turn your head like you didn't see nothing, hey, they will get your ass up out of here. Okay, and that's everything from legal cases to classified information to government secrets to even like business and patents and things. Did y'all hear the story about the guy that made the pretty much the hydro engine? Did y'all hear about him? And this is why I say too, man. And let me just go ahead and get into this thing. So a lot of the things that they say is nothing new under the sun. mind you, any and everything we pretty much have today is just a more modernized version of something that's probably hundreds, if not thousands of years old. Okay. You had everything down from, time and calendars and astrology and shit down to a fucking science, bro, that you literally now have technology that's light years beyond what was available to, you know, Egyptians and Leonardo and Copernicus and all these motherfuckers from way, way long time ago. But all the stuff that we have now just verifies what they already had somehow with the very, very small amount of technology they had back then had confirmed thousands upon thousands of years ago. So a lot of times what happens is, a invention happens or a person reinvents something or invents something that's pretty much now in the day of patents, and you come along and you like, figure it out, and you go to fucking get a patent on that, and what you'll find out is, oh nope, too late, buddy. It already exists. What do you mean? What do you mean the patent exists? If the patent exists, why would we not be using this, this wondrous discovery that could save so much money and revolutionize the world and make this so much easier and this and that and all these other things? Because very simple, motherfucker. You're not gonna fuck up our money. I think, man, what people fail to realize, and again, like I said, let me piss off the Bible niggas. Bible niggas, take your blood pressure medicine. All right, take your low dose aspirin. All right. It tells you in the Bible, the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, but the love of money is the root of all evil. And people will literally kill and destroy any and everything, bro, for that motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a dollar, whether it be gold, whether it be, spices, whatever the hell it was, currency was for that time. Hell, that good was it. You know what I mean? Hey, if it's commodity, it's been killed over and killed for. So the dude that made and you can Google this and look it up. The dude that made the hydro engine, engine that you could literally fucking run off of water, bro. You know what happened to him? He fucking died. Sitting down in a restaurant eating a meal. He died. They poisoned him, bro. They got him up out of here. You know what happened after that? They fucking pretty much fucking stole the fucking patent it, and probably put this shit on the shelf. You'll never ever be able to use it ever again. No one will. No one will. That's why it's like, man, it's only so far you willing to go all the way for the truth. Because usually, man, if and when you have the truth, it's gonna cost you your life. You have to pay the ultimate price. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pay the ultimate price. Sometimes you get lucky. Shout out to shout out to Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? Is when motherfuckers, pretty much send you a hard message to let you know, hey, you get your ass up out of here, bro. Anybody, bro. When I say anybody can be touched, bro, anybody can be touched. Anybody. Thing about it is, usually the people that would need to be touched. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on that. Motherfuckers is really pulling the strings of any and everybody around the world. I mean, that's a very simple solution to open it up as to where you have to put fear in the fucking heart of the puppeteers, man. But if you don't really know who they are and they have the resources, the connections, the networks to pretty much know any and every move that's being made, they're pretty much untouchable. At least when it comes to their life shit, right? You say that now, pretty Kelly. All you talk about is that money. How's that single moms OnlyFans coming? By the way, how is that group of supporting OnlyFans for those group of single mothers? How's that coming along? Hey man, we gonna get into it, man. And of course, his wife comes up and she's gonna make this big deal about, oh, my husband. But and again, this is allegedly, all right? Because who else, y'all remember somebody else that was famous, a black person, of course, got the vaccine, and then shortly thereafter, they were up out of here too, upper room. Who else was it? Another prominent black male figure that they use to tell you it's good, man, it's okay. I took the vaccine, you should take it too. They have a whole campaign going on right now in the DC area trying to promote and get more minorities, niggas, to take the vaccine. It's always funny to me, man, how people that have complaints about the government and what the government's always done to them and all these other things is, again, for the record, what's the status of the vaccine, y'all? Is the vaccine FDA approved, y'all? Shout out to my man King Rick. Yep, Hank Aaron. Herman Cain? No, Herman Cain. I don't think Herman Cain. I don't even think the shit was out when Herman Cain died, man. Come on, dude. Sebi, come on now. Sebi been dead. I don't know how long. But they say they did get Sebi up out of there, though. They got Sebi up out of there, too, man. Had the man locked up in a Mexican jail. And, craziest thing about it was, though, how the hell this dude can cure everything, but his ass had diabetes? I never understood that. That was kind of weird to me. You can cure AIDS, and no disrespect to the dead, okay? Respect to Dr. Sebi and all the things he did. This nigga can cure AIDS, but you can't cure diabetes, nigga. I'm just nobody else side-eyed that. I was just like, damn, nigga. I'm just saying, man. I'm like that's like the nigga that, what I'm saying, survived a motherfucking gunshot wound, and then this motherfucker come back and he died from a paper cut, man. Nigga stepped on a nail, man. He died. What? Hold on, that nigga got shot with a 50 cal, man. He survived a 50 cal bullet. Yeah, man. Yeah. But man, hey, yeah, man. He walked through the house one day, stepped on a rusty nail, man. The nigga didn't have his tetanus shot up, and he died, man. Shit. Nigga, are you serious? Yeah, man. Yeah. Come on, Roscoe, get him out of there. But no, yeah, man. Hank Aaron died. Shout out to Aegon in the building. Hank Aaron died too, man. Shortly after taking the vaccine. And the thing about it is this, and again, this is not my opinion. This has been documented that it's been a recurrent issue and problem for individuals that none of the media is covering. The media, none of the mainstream media is covering this and telling people that this is a recurring issue. This is something that's been found to be an issue, and it's not being talked about. So we're gonna hop into it here, and we'll go from there. I don't know why she always does that. Them in Iceland halt AstraZeneca COVID vaccine over blood clots. This is dated March 11th, 2021. All right. I always do that. Should we gonna say? So all they did was play some weird ass semi X-Files music. Okay. They didn't have nothing to say. I thought they had something to say. But so as you can see, man, so now you have even more countries joining this in over in Europe because of this big issue. Remember what we kept being told? It's completely and totally safe, 90 something plus percent effective, and all these other things. But it's 90 plus percent effective, but at the same time, it doesn't keep you from getting the virus. You can still spread it, you can still catch it, you still got to wear a mask, you still got to do this. So, motherfucker, what's the damn purpose of the damn jab again? But let's get into it. Denmark, Norway, and Iceland halted the use of AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine Thursday after some people who received it developed blood clots. The move came as 6 other European nations stopped using certain batches of the vaccine while health officials investigated concerns. The European Union's drug regulator, the European Medicines Agency, said there is no indication that British drug makers' jab caused the clots and the vaccine's benefits outweighs the risk. Okay, so there's no indication. So why the hell did you stop? Why did you stop administering it? Why did you stop distributing it? This is what, again, man, anything that's a $1 trillion fucking organization, bro. And I don't know what the laws are over in Europe and in UK and over there versus they are over here. But again, unlike medications, vaccines have complete and total immunity, people. You guys understand that, right? You guys know that fucking vaccines have like you can't sue over a fucking vaccine, bro. You can't, especially once it's FDA approved. You know what I'm saying? And they deemed it healthy and it's passed all the clinical trials and all these other things. It's hell and high water in order for you to fucking prove the shit. And even once and when you do, it's going to be on an individual basis, and it's not going to be precedents that anybody else can use for their own case, even if it's an exact fucking case in the exact same situation. The whole thing about the anti-vaxxer shit, bro, is yet again another propagandized and bought and paid for red herring to keep the pockets fat of $1 trillion fucking pharmaceutical industry, bro. The pharmaceutical industry, bro, if there was a fucking devil, it is them. These motherfuckers don't give a damn about anything. They don't. All right. The Danish Health and Medicines Authority halted the rollout of AstraZeneca's jab for at least 2 weeks following several cases. Several cases, people. Several cases. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you. There we go. It should be a little better. All right, there we go. Yeah. Several cases of blood clots in vaccinated people, one of which was related to the death. So hold on now. So people didn't have blood clots before they took it, and then all of a sudden they develop blood clots after they take it. How can you then say there's no indication that the jab caused the blood clots? If I've never had a blood clot in my life, I take the jab, then all of a sudden now several individuals get blood clots. How can you then say, but again, this is the game that people get to play, y'all. This is what's happening. So, and then people are so, this is why you can't be a sheep, bro. This is why I hate sheep. Again, if you haven't read Animal Farm, man, go read Animal Farm. That shit right there is so very, very short read, and it's so just accurate, bro. You get the sheep to turn everybody else into sheep. Even if when you have doubts, all the sheep gonna do is repeat what they're told, and they're gonna keep saying and keep saying and keep saying. Well, all these fucking sheep are saying this whole shit. Can't go against the sheep. I don't want to be the odd guy out. I don't want to be the conspiracy theorist. I don't want to be the weirdo. I don't want to be the tinfoil hat. I don't want to be that guy. And lo and behold, your ass would be clotted up, nigga. Bumba clot. yo, Ross clot. Blood clot, nigga. You have all the clots. Your ass be Jamaican as fuck, nigga, with all these clots. All right? Fuck around with this goddamn vaccine, man. But yet still, like I said, this isn't being covered. Why? It's something else way major behind this shit. And again, we told y'all in the ultimate, the final form of this damn thing, man, who knows what it's gonna be. You got doctors out here that's telling you, bro, this isn't like any other vaccine ever. You can't undo this. You can't, it's not gonna be out of your system ever. Because it's literally fucking doing something that's never before been tried. And yet it's still what? They trying to convince you now to take this shit so you can have some hot dogs and hamburgers and shoot some fireworks with your family. Not a big gathering, but a small one. Shit, nigga, hey, you better take a trip to Texas, nigga. Shout out to Texas or Mississippi. What I need that for, nigga? I just take a trip to Texas, nigga. Good barbecue and burgers and shit anyway, right? Barbecue, beer, burgers, and all that Texas shit. I don't need no shot for that there. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, still, man, like I said, people don't want to be that person. And bruh, I guess it's just got to be in you, man. Telling you, it's just got to be in you. The Danish Health Medicine Authorities also roll out AstraZeneca's jab for at least two weeks following several cases of blood clots in vaccinated people, one of which was related to a death. So one person definitely died. To the upper room, got him up out of here, bro. Danish officials say they need to take time to probe those incidents, even though there's good evidence the AstraZeneca vaccine is safe and effective. Magnus Heunicke, Denmark's health minister, said it is not yet clear whether there's a link between the shots and the blood clots. Again, people, what say you? All right. If I or the people taking the jab have never ever had blood clots in their life, now after jab, they develop blood clots, does that mean A, they got the blood clots from the jab, or does it mean B, that it just happens to be that all these people happenstancely and coincidentally developed blood clots after taking the jab, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the jab? What do you guys say? Is it A, the damn jab, or B, it's all a coincidence? Let me see what y'all say in the chat. Give me your expert opinions. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all please like and share the video. We back in this thing. We get back rolling, man. We got to get it back up. TINFOIL Tuesdays, bitch. And again, this is not my opinion. This is coming from an official news source, the New York Post, which is also coming from official network from country of Denmark or whatnot, concerning the possibilities of a link of, this major and possibly deadly effect of the said jab. Right now, we need all the vaccines we can get. Therefore, putting one of the vaccines on pause is not an easy decision. Soren Brostrom, director of Denmark's National Board of Health, said in a statement, but precisely because we vaccinate so many, we also need to respond with timely care when there is knowledge of possible serious side effects. The case in Denmark prompted the Norwegian Institute of Public Health to halt AstraZeneca vaccinations as a precautionary measure. Iceland also suspended the shots while awaiting the results of the investigation of EU health officials. The move came after the EU nations, Austria, Estonia, Latvia, and Luxembourg, stopped using doses from a single batch of the AstraZeneca vaccine this week over blood clot concerns. 3 people in Austria have developed blood clots after getting the jab, including one who died 10 days after vaccination, according to the European Medicines Agency. A 4th patient developed pulmonary embolism, condition which is a blockage of forms in the lungs, arteries, official says. EU officials are investigating the quality of the affected batch, which includes about 1 million doses delivered to 17 nations. Even though a quality defect is considered unlikely at this stage, the agency said. Listen, brother, y'all see all the things that they're doing to be like, it ain't our fault, it ain't our fault, it ain't us, it ain't us, it ain't us, it ain't us, it ain't us. It's nope, you can't do no wrong, Bro, this is literally what these motherfuckers do with $1 trillion budgets behind them. In all, 30 cases of blood clots have been reported as of Tuesday 5 million people who had received AstraZeneca's vaccine in the 29 nation European Economic Area, officials said. The number of thromboembolic events in vaccinated people is no higher than the number seen in the general population, the agency said in a Thursday statement. If that was the case, why would you guys be talking about it? For one, you know they're underreport any issues and problems with the vaccine. Secondly, if it was normal, why would this be being highlighted? Makes no sense. Doesn't sound right at all. Not to me. Also on Thursday, Italy stopped using a different batch of AstraZeneca's vaccine following the deaths of 2 men in Sicily. So what's that now, y'all? That's 3 total deaths, who have received the shot. And AstraZeneca spokesperson noted that the vaccine's safety has been extensively studied in clinical trials, and peer-reviewed data have confirmed the shot is generally well tolerated. Oh well, it ain't gonna kill most of the niggas. You know, it might just kill some, but it ain't gonna kill most of them. You know, most of them ain't gonna die. Patient safety is the highest priority of AstraZeneca, the company's spokesperson said in a statement. Regulators have clear and stringent efficacy and safety standards for the approval of medicine that includes COVID-19 vaccine, AstraZeneca. Listen, man. Let's go this one. Again, rest in peace to marvelous Marvin Hagler, legendary boxer of the 80s. I think he beat the hell out of like Roberto Duran. Him and Tommy Hearns had epic battles, and of course the legendary bout between him and Sugar Ray Leonard. His wife says he didn't die of COVID-19 vaccine. Everybody else was saying something completely, totally different. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, sudden death over the weekend had nothing to do with COVID-19 vaccine. The wife of the late legend clarified. Is his wife a doctor? I was about to call it something else, but I'm not going to do that. Is his wife a medical doctor? His wife a scientist? No, she is not. Kay Hagler slapped down speculation that Hagler, 66, died after receiving the jab. I do not accept to read some stupid comment without knowing what really happened. She wrote in a post on Marvin Hagler fan page on Facebook, for sure wasn't the vaccine caused his death. My baby left in peace with his usually smile, and now is not the time to talk nonsense. So again, man, this is another big issue that's really tough. Like, because you have to respect people's wishes, you have to respect people's families, you have to respect people's mourning and time of grieving and all that stuff, right? But at the same time, man, your feelings isn't more important than the truth. All right. And if you know what I'm saying, the biggest thing to do is for you to let your husband's body actually be examined by someone that's independent, whatnot, what have you. Not just the state motherfuckers that's gonna, put down bullshit or whatever. Actually allow it to be studied, because what is happening, we keep seeing these in America, at least, the prominent people that are dying are Black individuals. Who is being targeted? Who's the main people they keep telling us we need to take the damn vaccine? You know what I'm saying? This dude here again just had another development of this saying where the science is, well, oh yeah, well, 6 feet isn't really any different than 3 feet. Same motherfucker says, oh well, there's really no need to wear a mask. Masks are symbolic. Well, now we have to wear a mask. If you're not wearing a mask, you're being unpatriotic. You don't care about your neighbor. You don't care about your fellow Americans. You're something like, conspiracy theorist. Oh well, one mask isn't enough. Now we need 2 masks. Double mask it up. You got to wear 2 masks. All that for it to say, well, now, nigga, it's not 6 feet, but 3 feet. And lo and behold, man, again, 30, 40, 50 years from now, they're going to come out and tell you this is all a bunch of bullshit. You already have a bunch of news sources now that are having to tell the truth about the lies that they were told during the whole election phase. But people are so emotional. Again, once you get people emotional, man, they're very easy to control. This is why people don't like you when you don't want confrontation. You don't want a back and forth. You don't want, the drama and the chaos. People need that. And one of the major reasons that we don't ever really talk about feminism has such a big push is because like the entire our society, I won't say necessarily say the world, but especially like Western style in America is effeminate as fuck. The dudes are just as bad as the bitches, like I keep telling y'all. Shout out to Chocolate S for the dollar. Appreciate you. It's the we just hit the 1 year anniversary, I think, right? I believe it, Steve. Them Bilderbergs ain't no motherfucking joke, bro. And lo and behold, like I said, now, man, it's so much shit that's going on because now you're gonna have the pressure of how they're going back and looking over the results of Florida. Texas is doing what they're doing. And all the lies that were told, bro, are not adding up and it won't. A year in, we're at 500,000 deaths allegedly. And those 500,000 deaths aren't all from COVID. It's with COVID. And then you don't even know the actual parameters of that because, again, from state to state, it's different. Some states can be, hey, 5 days. Some states can be 30 days. All this information is out there, but people don't know and people don't care. Why? Because people allow themselves to be scared. And this is why I say that we touched on it yesterday, they're deliberately and purposely dumbing down the public. This is something that when I heard it, I was just like, bro, huh? What? So we done swine flu, Zika virus, bird flu, Ebola was here like not too long ago. All these different things is just, everybody gonna die. And yet still, we still here, nigga. We still here. 2 million deaths is what was promised. And again, you're not even halfway there. Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute there, brother. What we got here? Yo, shout out to y'all studios, man, for keep speaking that. Appreciate you, brother, for the 100 ball, man, on the Cash app. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys showing love, man. Always doing that. Thank you. But yeah, man, we got to get to the point of where you are going to have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Shout out to my man, what spiritual logic gave? What Hulk at, man? Make sure again, if y'all are not subscribed to my man Hulk, bruh, you're missing out. The majority of the stuff I find out about, man, is through him. I do the research. He pretty much already does it for you, but just trust and verify. And hey, he ain't been wrong yet, man. He has not been wrong yet. Let me get back to reading this. Shout out again to y'all studios, man, for that big ball donation on the Cash App. I greatly, greatly appreciate you, brother. I do not read some stupid comment. Okay, we got it. On the same page, Kay revealed that her husband of 21 years of the great middleweights in the boxing history passed away unexpectedly in his New Hampshire home. Following the news and Instagram post of one-time rival turned pal Thomas Hearns through rumors that would cause the New Jersey boxer's death. A real true warrior. Pray for the king and his family. He's in ICU fighting after the effects of the vaccine. He'll be just fine. We could use the positive energy and the prayer for his full recovery. Hearns wrote in the sense deleted post according to the Boxing Insider. So again, man, why would Tommy Hearns lie? Is she still on here, man? I got all the way up off her as she was doing that court shit with Tommy, bro. I just couldn't fuck with her after that. She was going extreme, man. I really felt bad for her. I thought she was losing her fucking mind, man. So blessings to her, man. I hope she's doing okay. I haven't seen or even thought about her in like over a year's time, whenever I stopped following her. But hopefully everything's going good her way. The claim viral on Twitter and Facebook, prompting Hearns to later clarify, allow us to have our peace, our love, and respect to Marvin and his family. This is not an anti-vaccine campaign. It's outrageous to have that in the mind during the passing of a king, legend, father, husband, and so much more. Nigga, you did it. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, bro. But and I can understand it out of respect for the family, of course, his wife and the people left behind, right? But at the same time, man, this is why, like I said, what's more important? Is more important people's feelings, or is it more important for a whole race of people that are being targeted by the government, by the media, by the pharmaceutical companies to tell them, hey man, you need to get the shot, 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 and there's something truly behind it. Why do you need to hide that? This is why I can't, man. This is why I just, man, black people are too fucking emotional, bro. Your feelings are not more important than the truth, especially if something is serious. That, again, you're literally putting other people's lives at risk if this really was the case. All right. And you came out and said the shit, bro. Hold on a minute. Shout out to my man Monk Luigi for the 5. Hey, Mr. Vespax, did you hear about the mosquitoes in Florida being able to give yellow fever now? Damn, no, I did not hear about that. But you know what, brother? I'll be good anyway, because that's a fight. That's a fucking shot I gotta get. So again, man. And to be honest with you, man, it's the same thing they said about the Zika thing. They made Zika such a big deal. Mosquitoes. Even malaria, and I think malaria is like one of the deadliest fucking things. Mosquitoes, for those that don't know, is the deadliest animal on the planet. Mosquitoes cause more deaths than any other fucking animal, insect, or anything, in the world. Okay, first off. But even with the malaria aspect of it, it's extremely, it's survivable. So when they do the whole mosquitoes being carriers of things and this not or whatnot, man, I shake my head at that too, because I'm like, bro, I grew up in Georgia, nigga. All right. When I tell you it was days in the summertime, I know for a fact I had over 30 mosquito bites outside playing, not giving a damn. Not caring, out all day, not taking no kinds of damn shots. But then too, like I said, man, I'm telling y'all, man, hey, motherfucking 80s babies and motherfuckers born in the late 70s, bro, we gonna find out like we like the fucking real life X-Men and shit out this motherfucker, man. I'm telling you, it's a reason why they targeting us and trying to get rid of everything to do with us. I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. Whoa, what? Are you serious? Wow. Damn. Oh shit. Well, let's Google it. Let's see. Oh shit. Well, damn. Well, she ain't dead, but she pretty much saying she gonna die. I guess she giving it up. She giving up the ghost, man. Shit. Damn. But she ain't dead yet, y'all. But she on the end. She on the she hanging on. Yeah, she ain't gonna get. But shout out to her, man. Another legend. She did get her, her flowers while she was here. But that's that. Let me pull this one back up. So again, this is another one too. And listen, this lets you know this is a whole bunch of bullshit, right? And they purposely aren't talking about it, even though they know about it. Because this right here is dated January 18th, 2021. All right. What to know about blood clots, anaphylaxis, and other vaccine fears. Okay, well, why would you be talking about it if it's the case? All right. Norwegian officials were the first to report people dying after being inoculated in mid-January. Now remember, the one we just had here was just for March, the one that was right here. So, but this started way back in January now. That 33 people aged 75 and older had died in a short time. Whoa. I thought it was just a few people. Pfizer, and this is Pfizer. Listen. This is Pfizer, people. Listen, Pfizer and BioNTech. Remember, this one was only for AstraZeneca, right? AstraZeneca. This right here is telling you what? Pfizer and biotech. 33 people, old people. The people they saying that should have got it first, the people that were high, at highest risk of dying from COVID, even though there's been people that said that their elderly family members had gotten it and recovered from it just fine. Again, this isn't what I'm saying. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is again from Bloomberg, official news, source dated January 18, 2021. And the media isn't talking about this. You don't think 33 people dying after getting that would be a huge issue? UK's Medicine and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency reported that through February 28th, there were 227 deaths. Wow. So wait. Now we jump from 33, right? To 227 deaths shortly after getting this Pfizer Biotech, and it's 275 after the AstraZeneca shot. Well, hold on. They said it was a few. Remember? Wait. AstraZeneca vaccine is safe. There's good evidence that AstraZeneca's vaccine is safe and effective. Remember? Let me see if they said a few. Let me see if I can find that. Where is it at? And they just told you about the blood clots on this one. They didn't mention deaths at all. They only mentioned one death, remember? They only mentioned the one person that died, or was it one and two other people? Which was it? Oh, we know that. That's what we're saying. What they're reporting is that's just what they're telling us. So I can imagine the ones that they're not talking about. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, don't die in the motherfucking person thing. Yeah, we already covered that. We already covered that, big truck. It's in here. They said that Italy suspended it. Yep, Corlock, all that shit, man. Come on, cool Kamasi, get out of there, man. Get out of there, bro. So listen, y'all. Look though, bro. This is way back in January. Why isn't this being told to the American public? Especially when you got 227 deaths for Pfizer and 275 deaths for AstraZeneca. So that would be a total of 2 0. So 502 deaths, bro. Well, not my bad. Yeah, because 502 deaths. 502 deaths is a small amount for taking something that's supposed to be 90+% effective. Hold on, wait. In the U.S., was using the vaccines for Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson and prevention said that as of March 8th, there were 1,637 reported deaths among inoculated people, a rate of 0.002. Well, damn. What's the overall rate of COVID, y'all? What's the rate of the COVID deaths again, y'all? See something real quick. Google that. Oh, motherfucker! Tell me the fucking mortality rate. Overall mortality rate. Oh, so they won't say. Last time I checked, I'm pretty sure was it point 0.01? It was like 0.03, right? Yeah, so it was like point 0 something. It was less than, so it was like a tenth of a death rate. Not 1 point something, but 1.0 something, correct? If I believe right. So with that being said, wouldn't this be a major issue? Because again, even though they give you this rate, and it's funny how they give you this rate and they tout this rate, right? But why aren't they touting the actual COVID death rate? Even though, again, once you get into it, are people dying from COVID with COVID? That's not being discerned. Did the person die and actually have COVID when they died, or was it a 30-day gap? Was it a 15-day gap? Was it a 5-day gap? What were the comorbidities? Did the person have heart disease? Did they have a pre-existing lung condition? All of these things, man, the questions that were asked during the height of the bullshit, and they had to get people in, fear fucking, fear filled to believe the bullshit that they was gonna tell you. Now, when it's on the other end of, again, this isn't my opinion. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is being reported by whoever gave this information from the Bloomberg report that 227 deaths as of February 28th, and 200 from Pfizer and BioNTech, 275 from AstraZeneca, and then it says here in the U.S. 1,637 reported deaths among inoculated people shortly after taking the vaccine as of March 8th. And today is what, March 16th. So that's 8 days ago. What about the serious allergic reaction? What accounts for them? The body fights foreign invaders through a variety of mechanisms that include making protective proteins called antibodies, releasing toxins that kills microbes, and marshaling guardian cells to the battle of infection. Listen, man, y'all niggas, don't try to give us a damn fourth grade damn science lesson now, motherfucker. Because if you cared so much about the science lesson, you'd be talking about. Oh, and hey, do y'all remember this shit? Remember when it had everybody looking like fucking Two-Face around this motherfucker? Had everybody looking all stroked up? Had motherfucker walk around here looking like Two-Face and Sylvester Stallone? Adrian, hey, motherfucking Lil Wayne and and Joel Santana. I can't feel my face. Uh. What about that? This is shit, man. I'm telling y'all. Let me go ahead and get y'all with this one, so you can look at it at your own leisure. There you go. You want to take a look at that? Just saying, man. Whole bunch of shit going on out here in these streets. And it was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, so again, remember I asked y'all earlier today. We'll just be like a little bit of everything, and I'm about to open this thing up so y'all can come up here anyway and get into it. But did anyone know about Operation Underworld? Did you guys know about that? Remember I asked you about that earlier? Operation Underworld. I just found out about Operation Underworld yesterday, and of course, I had to go and do my research to verify. You know what I'm saying? Always trust but verify. Steve Wizell, thank you for saying it for me, brother. I can't really say it. I said I might get in trouble. But yeah, that dude right there. Operation Underworld, young fellow. Operation Underworld. Have you heard of it? All right. So for you guys that do not know, and again, this is verifiable. You can go look it up. This is already released declassified information. The United States government and military, Navy to be exact and specific, had a deal with the mafia, the Italian mafia, y'all. The Italian mafia to pretty much keep watch of all types of ports and things and whatnot, what have you, during the fucking war. And these were known organized crime bosses, one of which was the infamous Lucky Luciano, who was still running the fucking, Italian fucking mafia from inside a fucking jail cell, man. They cut a deal with this dude to fucking pretty much hire people to be spies and shit for the United States government, and again map out all the fucking ports in fucking Italy and shit for strategic purposes. And on the back end, Lucky Luciano used that as a reason and a way to get his motherfucking sentence commuted. Motherfuckers got medals and everything, y'all. Again, mob bosses, Italian fucking mafia bosses worked officially for the United States Navy. This is the shit that people don't know and would never ever believe because, again, you don't understand power. Bro, in the case of where you're a government agency or entity and you're trying to maintain and withhold the fucking power, the strategic advantage, the foreign resources, or whatever the fuck it may be, bro, any and everything goes. And again, man, very few people understand the lengths and the just the leeway that's going to be taken when you have the entire strength of a government behind you and the people behind that to, and ultimately, man, like I said, it's crazy. It's been so many things, bro, that the federal government have ended up declassifying and um revealing to the public, man. But again, they still say, and of course, what the fuck was Lucky Luciano in jail for, y'all? What was one of the charges? Any fucking crime boss, any mob boss, y'all. What was the main fucking charge that they was getting charged with for that Fed time? Somebody give me the magic answer. Shout out to Zone in the building, man. Appreciate the Zone. Somebody give me the magic answer, man. What's the magic answer? What was the guaranteed motherfucking charge? No, not well. Tax evasion is one of them. What's the word? What's this whole thing about, y'all? Conspiracy, niggas. Conspiracy. Any major fucking crime boss or organized crime family, man, they're always gonna hit you with a fucking conspiracy charge. And that's the irony of me whenever I hear people say conspiracy theorists, and I'm like, bruh, do you guys understand that conspiracy is an official fucking crime, legally defined, to say the same thing that they use the actual definition of it, but then they turn around and use it as a negative when a person is pretty much telling you some information that is not common knowledge, or people just don't have the depth to understand it, and they turn it into a negative thing. Yes, Roscoe, again, bro, I promise you, the conspiracy charge, fucking, bruh, 90 plus, probably a 99% conviction rate, bro. They hit you with a conspiracy charge, bro, you're not beating it. If you do, nigga, hey. Yeah, Jesus come sit down in the courtroom with you. We got my man Fatal Dose in the building. What's going on, Fatal Dose?
Oh, my bad. Chilling, man. Chilling. Oh, man. Bro, you were talking about Stan Myers earlier, man. He invented the process to separate hydrogen from the oxygen in the water on demand. And back in 1992, my man said that for $2,000, you could convert your car. And now we're talking about when technology was expensive to do that, right? For $2,000, you could convert your car to run on water. My man drove from New York to California on less than a gallon of water. And they just took him out of there, man. They took him out of here.
Got him up out of there, bro. And again, Fatal Dose is like nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever. And the reason why I looked it up, because I remembered it. This is before I really got into, you know what I'm saying, information and looking up shit, right? And I remembered talk of it like when I was like young, like, you know, in my early 20s, some shit. And I was like, hold on, wait, I remember this shit. And I re-looked at it, and then, like I said, I saw the whole story about it, man. And like you said, bro, they got him up out of there, bro. They poisoned the dude food at a fucking diner, man. Got him up out of there. And he said it as he died. He like, they poisoned me. They killed me.
Yeah. And the thing about it, though, the worst part about it, though, people don't understand the magnitude of what he did. The process he created, right? Imagine creating giant engines that you could use and power by water to generate electricity. Imagine having a generator in your house that your whole house is connected to, and all you got to do is pour water in that motherfucker once a week.
Hey, good evening, Fatal. You know what, Fatal? I have to say something.
Man, let the nigga finish, man. Shit. You just came in. God damn, man. You see me? I've been in this motherfucker for like 5 minutes, man. Chilling, waiting this nigga talk. And your big ass coming this bitch like a steamroller, man. Let this nigga talk, man. Shit.
I'll let him finish. Jesus Christ, you're my co-host. You're supposed to be nice to me.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, man, respect is given to, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker.
Okay, I'll wait. Okay, damn.
Yeah, man, let Fatal Dose. Go ahead, Fatal Dose. Keep the thing going, man. You got it, man. Go ahead, Fatal.
So what he was doing was going to revolutionize not just how we drive and get power, but it would have revolutionized the world. Because his plan, when you saw like what the things he was saying, he was trying to bring it to the third world for cheap, so you could pump clean water. You now instead of burning wood, you can have electric stove. People who live in the middle of nowhere would have had power in their home. He was going to change the world. The problem is they couldn't make any money off of it, so they took him out.
Yeah, man. And before I let you, and Big Truck, your ass still got to wait anyway because Bro Truva here before you. So mute your ass up.
I have something more important to say than him. He's just talking about the
movie. Man, yo, everything that comes off my list is important, nigga.
I just want to.
Hey, Fatal Dose, man. You done up? You finished, bro? Go ahead and finish up, man.
I just want.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, hold on, wait before you go, Bro Truva. Big Truck, sit your ass down. And again, hold on. Like you were saying, man. Fatal Dose, to your point, that would have revolutionized the world. But like you said, man, you know how much money he was fucking up? Bro, electric grid, coal, gas, natural gas, fucking
Fantastic.
oil.
That was never going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me just talk to his point real quick. First of all, okay, real quick. First of all, nothing runs on water, number one. In order to run something using water, you have to separate hydrogen and oxygen, right? The problem with hydrogen is highly explosive. You can make hydrogen right now. All you need is some aluminum foil out of your drawer, and you need some acid, and then you need a way to capture it.
Big Shark, hold up, Big Shark.
Hydrogen.
Hey, motherfucker! No, Big Truck.
Do you know they
Big Truck. We just said he created the process, and he was able to do it, and they murdered him.
Yeah,
and now you're saying, bro.
There's literally footage of the car running on water, bro.
Dude,
Big Truck. Big Truck.
Oh no, everybody mute up. Listen. You cannot discuss the process. Everybody clear. Big Truck, you cannot discuss the process.
I can discuss the process. No, I have a chemistry physics degree.
You can't. No, because again, I'm being dead ass serious right now. You can't discuss the process because what is that? You are given instructions for a possible certain type of device. So do not discuss ingredients. Do not discuss the process. You feel what I'm saying?
What do you mean don't discuss it? You mean don't tell people how to make hydrogen?
Yeah, motherfucker. That's what I'm telling you. Do not say the things you need in order to make the situation, because then people can claim that you are.
That's like chemistry 101.
Let's be real.
I understand that, but I'm being, hold up, my nigga.
Until we go into the patents of this man's invention and actually look at the details of how it functioned, none of us on this panel can actively say, "Oh, this will not work" or "This will work."
No,
the details.
By the way, I have looked at it.
No, wait, hold on,
bro. True.
You cannot,
bro.
Hold on,
Big Truck. Listen, man. Listen. I'm not disputing your expertise in chemical, whatever the fuck. But the thing is, there is the devil in every fucking set of details.
Can I explain it?
For you to come over here and be like, "Oh, it'll never work," but you've never looked at the blueprints. You don't know what this guy invented.
Hold on. Right now, let me explain it.
Hold up. Hey,
but
Big Truck.
There are certain regulations.
No.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
First of all,
Big Truck.
Yes. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna explain.
Check this out. Do you know who Sten Myers is? Do you know who Sten Myers is?
Excuse me. Yes, I've seen this before, and I'm trying to explain to you. First of all, this is chemistry 101. Anybody who's in here right now in the chat who wants to say I'm wrong, go ahead and try to say it. I have a physics degree and I have a chemistry degree.
No, we're not saying you're wrong. No one's saying you're wrong.
Let me just say this really quickly.
Hey, you sound like the doctor that basically says the vaccine is safe. That's what you sound like, bro.
Really quickly. First of all, water itself doesn't power a car. Now, what you need is a source of electricity in order to do electrolysis, in order to separate hydrogen and oxygen. That's number one. The problem with hydrogen is hydrogen gas is highly explosive. In California right now, they have liquid hydrogen-powered cars right now, but they're not efficient. That's the reason why Tesla is doing so well with electric cars. It's because you can take an electric car, you can plug it in anywhere. There's a 110 to 240 volt outlet. So first of all, to your point, hold on 1 second. If I wanted to make a car right now that runs off water, you could do it too. But what you would need is a source of electricity. So that would mean you would need a solar panel on top of the car. You'd need a battery to store the electricity. You'd need a secure chamber in order to pour water into it to collect the hydrogen. And then you would be able to burn the hydrogen just as if it was a gaseous form of gas. The problem with that is
we're talking about this guy's specific
Big Truck, hold up, Big Truck.
Just because you have knowledge of how the whole water hydrolysis process operates does not know, that does not mean that you have knowledge of this guy's specific invention. So until you can look at the big truck, until you can look at the blueprints of this guy's invention, then you cannot come over in this panel and say, "Oh, it'll never work."
Water-powered cars have been done before.
Listen,
we have patents for them already.
I'm talking specific details, sir. You're talking in general. I'm talking about this guy's invention. You're talking in general, bro. Until we can pull up this nigga patent, look at how it's worked. Okay, go ahead and explain exactly how this specific water engine worked then.
Okay,
his specific invention. Not in generality.
Hold up.
I want you to pull up the patent on this nigga shit and tell me exactly how it works.
All it does is it takes water, it separates the water into hydrogen and oxygen using electricity, and then an internal combustion engine burns the hydrogen. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You can build that yourself. The problem is they're trying to pass it off as if water itself is the fuel and that it can create electricity. That's not how it works. It uses electricity.
Hold up, big truck. Hold up, stop that. Hey, big truck, stop that. When I came up here, first thing, hold up. First thing, hey, bro, Truth, let me get this. First thing I said when I started talking about him is that he created a process to separate the hydrogen from the oxygen in the water.
It's called electrolysis.
Right. But not. I know what it's called, but not everybody knows the word. And I was explaining exactly how it was done. I said that when I started, bro. You just want to be a contrarian. You just want to argue. That's all this is, man.
I have a fucking master's degree in physics. That's not contrarian. It's
all right. I'm done.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Good. I'm glad
so Big Truck, shut your loud ass up. Let me say this, Big Truck. Let me say this, Big Truck. Everybody, for one, you know, a lot of people, being that you have the degree you have, you know, a lot of people aren't mechanically inclined, and a lot of people don't understand.
I'm trying to teach them. I'm trying to explain it to them.
Well, you do it less loud, nigga. This is what I'm saying, right?
If you're a professor in a school and you're talking, nobody in the classroom is talking over you, and I'm up here trying to tell them exactly how the shit works.
Yeah, but listen, this is what we're trying to tell you, right? So, hey, Fatal, you got some background, bro. I'm gonna mute you up.
Yeah, Fatal always has background noise. Get that motherfucking old ass mic away from your family.
Shut the hell up, Big Truck. So, Big Truck, this is what he's telling you, though. Listen, can you see the screen, Big Truck? Can you see the screen?
Yes, I see it.
All right, cool. So, like, they're telling you, man, the man made it from fucking New York to literally across country, man. How can you say it's not efficient?
No, again, listen. When I say it's not efficient, what I'm saying is that it requires water and it also requires some kind of steady source of electricity. So what I'm saying is the reason why that never caught on is because it's actually more efficient to build a car out of batteries. That's the reason why Teslas and electric vehicles that are not hybrids are catching on so much. The problem with hydrogen is it's highly explosive. If you even have a static shock,
I understand that. Okay, hold on. I understand that. I eat hydrogen bomb, right? The A bomb, atom bomb, hydrogen bomb.
No. That's not the same thing. A hydrogen bomb is using either plutonium or uranium to generate a nuclear explosion. I'm talking about when you take hydrogen gas that you can generate using just aluminum foil and an acid. Regular hydrogen gas is highly explosive.
Yeah, okay, we know that. That's what I'm saying. But your ass needs to stop saying that because people might try to say you're trying to do something else.
Anyway, any of these people in here take chemistry?
No, yeah, but furthermore, Big Truck, it's just other technicalities to it, man.
Do you remember the Hindenburg? Hold on. Do you remember the Hindenburg? The Hindenburg exploded for the very same reason.
Okay, but you can't give the recipes for certain things.
Can I jump in here?
If you're gonna jump in, make sure your mic doesn't have that background noise. I'm tired of hearing the people behind you and they watching TV and shit.
Oh my God, this nigga here, man. But hold on, real quick. I'm gonna let you in.
Can I say something?
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, hold on, real quick. No, this is what I'm saying. Big Truck, you have to go back and keep track of where this was. But this was in the early '80s, the '80s, right? I think it was in the '80s. So if this is in the '80s, our completely and totally electric car had no chance of even being thought about. So even
do you understand that the electric car was
actually, you're not finna cut me off. Shut up, motherfucker! I didn't cut you off. Shut up. Let me get my shit off, then respond. God damn it. Hold on.
Okay. All right.
So again, from the 80s, right? From the 80s time frame, and you got something to where you literally have to running this off of a pretty much, unlimited power source, which is water. I understand what you're saying about the whole hydrogen aspect of it, and of course you need an electricity source or whatnot to keep it going. But if you had this versus fucking fossil fuels, quote unquote, right, or any other base fuels compared to being able to use water to do this, how revolutionary would it have been in the 1980s?
But fantastic electric cars.
Hold on. No,
I'm talking fantastic. Hold on, wait.
Hold on. Nigga, you've been talking. No, shut the fuck up, nigga. You've been talking.
They had patents for electric cars before 1900. The electric vehicle was patented before 1900. We got regular gas-powered cars from Carl Benz in Germany back in the 1910s to 20s. So you got to understand, electric cars have actually existed longer than ice-powered cars. What I'm trying to tell you is that fossil fuels are actually more efficient than water-powered cars simply because fossil fuels have a denser energy compact. So water, you have to remember, you can't just take salt water or seawater. They would corrode the electronics inside your car.
No, it's saying you could. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Just water.
Well, hold on. It's telling you that he could use salt or fresh water. That's what he's trying to tell you.
But that would never work in mass production because it would erode your electronics.
So wait a second. Big Truck, you're not listening. Big Truck, you're not listening. From the beginning, we said it was a process where he created hydrogen on demand. Right. He didn't create hydrogen and store it on the tank.
Hold on. What do you mean create hydrogen on demand? Hydrogen is the most plentiful atom that there is in the entire universe. You don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up, nigga.
No, you shut up and shut that fucking mic up so I don't have to hear your family watching show tunes.
Hold on. I thought carbon was the most prevalent.
No, hydrogen is element number one. Hydrogen is the most abundant energy. It's the most abundant.
Motherfucker, can you shut the fuck up?
No, because you don't know what you're talking about. Hydrogen is the most abundant.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. I muted him up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So Stan Myers created a process. When the car is turned on, right, you would have your same car, same battery, right? Same system, except that you would add electronics to it where you convert your gas tank into a water tank that goes through the system. And when you turn on the battery and you turn on your keys, it starts converting, right? Separating the oxygen from the hydrogen molecule, sending the hydrogen molecule into the engine to start the car. But this guy's up here talking about, oh, it's dangerous. You got to store it in the tank. This guy never read Stan Myers' papers. I have. So he needs to sit back and shut the fuck up because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, and the problem is that it is too unstable to make an internal combustion energy vehicle. Now, if you telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, get yourself another fucking mic and keep it away from your family because I don't want to hear what's going on in your house.
But listen, though, Big Truck, what you're arguing is going against.
Nigga, I'm in the cigar lounge, nigga. I'm in the cigar lounge, nigga, enjoying a placencia.
Wait, I'm sorry, you said you're in a
enjoying a placencia, motherfucker.
A placencia? What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen, he's talking about a cigar, but anyway, listen.
A cigar, you're gonna die of lung cancer just like Rush Limbaugh. Stop smoking.
Come on, man. God damn, man. Chill out, man. Listen. Fuck, man. Listen. No, hey, Big Truck. Listen, it's right here. It's telling you, man. Myers' invention promised a revolution in the automotive industry. It worked through an electric water fuel cell, which divided any kind of water, any kind of water, including salt water.
I got you.
So, all right. So again, that's what we're trying to tell you. It wasn't.
That's what I've been saying all along, man. The devil's in the details, and you refuse to acknowledge the details, Big Truck. All you want to do is be heard and fucking yell.
No, it's not that I'm trying to be heard.
Yes, you are, bro. You literally have said you got a fucking degree in physics 8 times already, nigga. Okay, we understand that. But the devil's in the details, and until you can actually dissect this nigga goddamn blueprints and actually do the research on what this dude invent, invented, you cannot speak on his invention.
First of all, fantastic. I know you worked in the Navy, so you may have had a chance to be on a submarine. Do you know what submarines do in order to create oxygen on the submarine? They take in
what the fuck does that have to do with his engine, bro? That has nothing to do with this dude's invention. Do you know that inventors take technologies and they definitely they invent different ways of using certain technologies, bro? Your explanation does not fit into what this guy has done. Okay, you can have all this knowledge about hydrogen and all this other bullshit, but does it fit into the mold? Does it fit into the mold of what this guy invented? No, it does not. So why do you keep repeating yourself? Keep repeating the same shit over and over. And what we're trying to get you to understand is it does not fit the mold onto what this guy had invented, bro.
An electric vehicle is better than a water-powered car, period.
Yeah, but
who's arguing that, bro?
No, yeah, we're not
arguing that. Up a whole other argument. Yeah, nobody's arguing that, bro.
Yeah, that's what we kept trying to tell you, Big Truck. I'm not arguing that, bro.
Again, you just want to be heard. You just want to be heard, bro. That's all it is.
Well, no, it's not he want to be heard. I think he's just not getting the context. You're missing the context.
As soon as I hear somebody say something that's not scientifically accurate, I feel inclined that I have to step in and I have to shut that shit down.
Yeah, but no, it's not just that. Again, another big part of it still is, again, the times, man. We're talking about the 80s, Big Truck. There was nowhere near being able to make a Tesla type vehicle in the 1980s. And again, for this man,
you realize that they existed before 1900. They existed before the gas pipe.
I understand that. I understand that, but were they self-propelled though, or was that like the?
There's no such thing as self-propelled. Self-propulsion does not exist. That's perpetual motion. That does not exist. What? Perpetual motion does not exist. There's no such thing that's self-propelled.
Perpetual motion does exist, though.
No, perpetual motion does not exist. The law of entropy says that everything is steadily broken down. The sun itself will not exist forever. Perpetual motion does not exist.
That's my first time hearing that one. I have to look into it before
look it up and go into these YouTube channels that say perpetual motion exists. That's a scam. Perpetual motion cannot exist simply because of the laws of thermodynamics.
Okay, you're wrong. Okay, because there's literal.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Listen, bro. Listen the fuck up. Okay, there's literal Navy patents that came out a couple of months ago, and they're talking about UFO technologies, my nigga. That have been patented by the fucking Navy. Okay, this is technology that they have patented, nigga. What are you talking about?
Perpetual motion does not exist,
bro. Look, okay. Let me find this patent, bro.
I'm gonna put this shit up. Look at some fake source.
Most definitely, bro. Because we're talking the U.S. Navy itself.
Perpetual motion violates all of the laws of thermodynamics and entropy. It does not exist. Period. I don't give a shit about no fake ass source.
Yeah, but this is my question though, Big. So I'm trying to understand. You know when they do like the little small scale things, as to where when I guess that would be kinetic. That would be kinetic energy and
kinetic energy using magnetism and the Earth's gravity. You got to remember the Earth is moving. That's not a perpetual motion. Eventually, the Earth is either going to collide with the sun, or when the sun burns out its hydrogen, it's going to change it to helium. It's going to go from being a main sequence star in order to be a red giant, and it's going to burn the Earth up. Nothing lasts forever. That is the law of thermodynamics. That is a fact. I don't care what he looks up. It's fake.
So why?
This is actually a Navy patent. Department of U.S. Navy. U.S. patent 101445322B2. Right. This is actual Navy patent, my nigga.
Show it to us. Share your screen.
Inertial mass reduction devices.
Share your screen.
One second, bro. One second.
And as soon as I see that source, I'm going to shred it a new asshole because I know it's fake. Show me the screen.
Well, no, he is right. They just had
in the back check.
Yeah, they just had a big, I guess not reveal, but I guess like
perpetual motion does.
So this is U.S. Navy fusion energy patent.
Fusion energy. By the way, we get our
and then they have anti-gravity, a U.S. Navy patent anti-gravity device.
Oh my God. Nuclear fusion right now, we lose more power trying to fuse atoms together. Do you understand what fusion is? All fusion is when you take two atoms and fuse them together. I can do that right now with some wires and a bottle of salt water, and I can turn hydrogen atoms into helium atoms. Do you understand what nuclear fusion is?
Bro, I didn't say anything about nuclear fusion. This is the completely different. This is actually the plasma
Show
fusion.
me the screen.
Okay? Again, you just want to be heard, nigga. You just want to be heard. That's all it is, bro.
Show me
this is a plasma. This is a plasma compression fusion device. Okay, that was patented back in 2019, bro.
All plasma
Again, you just want to be heard. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Show me the screen.
Yeah, most definitely. Give me a second, my nigga. Give me
all
1 second.
You are is the co-host. Show me the screen.
Hold up, bro.
Thank you.
I'm on my phone right now, man.
You're on your phone. You're supposed to have a laptop.
I can't even do it on. Oh, I seen the link. I seen the link. Hold up.
Jesus Christ, you on your phone? Oh my God.
Anyway, like you were saying,
let's get to the fucking show topic, man. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I still don't think you. Yeah, I still don't think you're considering the whole aspect of the relevance and the time that this came out. For you to have someone before the oil boom took off, like to be how big it was in the 90s, 2000s, and so on and so forth. Right, and it was right before that too. And they even give you the reference if you look in the story. That's why I'm gonna share this link with you guys. You can read it at your leisure if you want to. I'll put it in the chat for you. But that thing that he's talking about the Navy, that is real. The Navy just came out and acknowledged not only the existence of UFOs or whatnot, what have you. Those patents he's talking about too that just came out. So again, man, technology that has never ever been, known to, sort of kind of coincides right after the revealing of UFOs existence by the United States military and the Navy specifically. That is kind of, that's a hell of a coincidence. Sort of kind of we talked about here earlier with the whole, people getting a jab and developing all these blood clots or motherfucking going to the upper room. You know what I'm saying?
So in regards to the vaccine, my nigga, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah. So in regards to the quote unquote vaccine, it is not a vaccine. I think I've said this before on your show. It is a medical device. It is a medical device by definition, as classified by the FDA Center for Device and Radiological Health, the CDRH. It's classified as a medical device because it is no type of natural pathogenic organisms in this vaccine. Everything in this vaccine is synthetic. The mRNA package, the messenger RNA package that is enveloped in a nanotechnology lipid layer, all of this is manufactured. All of this is synthetic materials. The mRNA, so the whole purpose of this is what they did. They took a protein that's responsible for creating the spike protein on your cells, and that spike protein then prohibits any type of infection from the COVID-19 virus. So essentially, this whole virus is to manipulate your cells to present that spike protein on its surface. That spike protein on the surface will supposedly prevent COVID virus from docking on the cell. This whole entire so-called vaccine is a medical device. It's not a vaccine. A vaccine, by definition, from a medical definition, is actually a attenuated organism. Nothing about this new vaccine, so-called vaccine, is organic. Everything about it is synthetic. And what most people don't realize is that this is the very first time this has ever been put out into the human population. This is we pretty much are guinea pigs at this point. And what's happening with this blood clotting issue is the technology that they're using to
introduce the mRNA into the cell, which is that nanotechnology, that nanolipid technology, is actually being programmed to basically break into the cell. It's been This is the in an old school vaccine, you would have an adjuvant, you would have some type of chemical base, mercury, nickel, all type of shit, right? And that adjuvant
this is telling you about shellfish, they tell you about mercury, they tell you about all the things that are in the what's name. So, like
and that right there is basically to induce a immune response, and then that once that immune response is induced, then that attenuated virus or that weakened virus is then your immune system is supposed to then recognize that weakened virus and then build antigens against that. That's how the old school vaccines work, right? And that science in itself is completely, flawed. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. In this regard, they basically have programmed this nanotechnology. Is a fat-based nanotechnology. They programmed this to basically defeat the natural defense mechanisms of your cell in order to inject a mRNA. Is basically they took the protein from the coronavirus that's responsible for producing the spike protein on your cell. They took that, modified it, and then created the mRNA and packaged it in that lipid layer. So all of this shit is basically designed to make you sick. This is a synthetic pathogen that's designed to make you sick. And on top of that, what happens is your body basically sees those cells that transform. It sees it as in some cases it sees it as a disease, and that's why you have all these autoimmune diseases come up. You have all these Guillain-Barré syndrome. You got people coming up with different blood clotting issues because your body's basically attacking these cells that have been changed. I'm not asking anybody to believe me on this shit, bro. Look it up. This shit is literally in their white papers.
You laid out the facts of it a lot, man. And like I said, I remember when Ramil was up here and he was saying as of now. But like you were saying, this isn't a now thing. And again, I told you guys, man, did you guys ever go watch what was it? Now You See Me. Now You See Me. The thing with Mark Ruffalo and the three magicians or the four other magicians. Did you guys see that? The first one? Y'all see the first Now You See Me?
Nah.
You gotta watch that shit, bro. It's a good ass movie. Incredible movie. I don't want to spoil it. But
yeah, I'm checking it out. I remember you telling about the shit.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, man. And just remember the card and the tree trick. This is what we're dealing with, people. This is what we're dealing. Shout out to G Dizzle. Yeah. If you remember the card in the tree trick and his explanation of it, this is the level of planning that you're dealing with and shit like this for this jab. Like Bro Truth told you guys and broke it down, and I've actually seen the science. You can Google this stuff and look it up for yourself. As you say, the long-term effects and possibilities of this thing is fucking nanotechnology and remote fucking control of this and that, turning on and off genes, turning on and off, certain things and whatnot, what have you. And they keep telling you, you have these scientists coming out here telling you, hey man, once this is in you, it's in you permanently, like forever. And a big part of this, two-part or this, that, and the other, and these boosters, this isn't going to be anything like a booster, bro. You're literally going to become like a walking fucking, like tracked computer. And when you get these shots, it's going to pretty much be an update to the firmware or the software of whatever they're trying to control and track of your body. The ultimate idea and plans of this shit, bro, is them to be able to fucking, you wave your arm across, or they be able to look up the Shout out to Bro Truth again with the Luciferays. And this shit they was trying to tell you. Like, bro, this shit run deep. Like, bro, Bro Truth's telling me about this had me running to the shit about, did y'all know Bill Gates got plans to motherfucking block the sun out, nigga? This motherfucker trying to build a fucking satellite or some shit that can block out the sun. Have y'all heard about that?
Yeah, it was in a James Bond movie. What was it called? Die Another Day.
No, motherfucker. I didn't say James Bond. I said Bill Gates.
Yeah, I know. I heard all about it. But Bro Truth, I just like to point out that after a $508,000 assessment, there was no proof of the pies effect in your boy's thing, because I read through that entire article. So I would just like to point that out.
It was no what?
Yeah, I quoted it right here. It said that after a $508,000 assessment, they found no proof of a pious effect. So I don't know if you saw that when you were reading the article, but when I read the article, yeah, I pretty much noticed that right away. Now, as far as this vaccine
what the fuck are we talking about here?
Well, okay, as far as the vaccine, I'm not getting it at all. I'm not doing it. And my thing is, what the government may have to do is they may have to like build drones, and the drones will have like cartridges with little shot injections in them, and they'll just fly around and they'll use face recognition, and they'll know if you had it or not, and then they'll shoot that shit right in your ass.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody shooting nothing in nobody's ass around here. I can tell you that. Goddamn. That.
Well, it is a good idea if you really think about it. Maybe I should patent it so everybody will talk about how brilliant I am for patenting a drone that gives everybody injections and shit, instead of talking about how hydrogen electric cars are better than electric cars or something.
Oh yeah, motherfucker! It was in 1980. It was the best thing ever because motherfucker, you literally would have had water running everything versus fucking fuel.
No, but you still have to have a source of electricity to use that water. The problem, see, people think perpetual motion does not exist. You don't generate electricity just by driving. A fossil fuel powered car generates electricity because it's running an alternator that creates electricity that recharges a battery. If you have a battery,
hold on, I gotta challenge you on this. So hold on, slow the fuck down, nigga. Now. You're talking the same shit. So it's not the fact of the matter that it's the fossil fuel, it's the combustion, it's the pistons, and the moving of the engine that's generating the fucking electricity.
But where are you getting the power from? But let me explain it to you.
It's the combustion, like you said, though. Hold on. You said it yourself. It's the combustion.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. When you put gasoline into the car, right? That runs the internal combustion engine. The problem is just putting gas into a car, the car can't start because
there's no battery source, though. That's what I'm telling you. I understand that.
The problem is the car can't start because there's no electricity to start the car.
I understand that, motherfucker. Look, hold on. Hey, motherfucker, loud ass nigga. Listen. I don't have a fucking master's degree, but I'm fucking I've been working in fucking combustion.
So now let me go to the electric car that you're talking about with the water. The problem,
fuck the electric car. We talking about goddamn vaccines, man. You trying to derail the conversation, bro. This is not what we own, bro.
Right,
this is not what we own, bro. Like you always do this shit.
All right, we'll go back to the vaccines. But
I'm just saying that's what the show's about, nigga. You come on talking about electric cars and shit, bro. What the fuck that got to do with the show topic?
It does. It has a goddamn thing. It's TINFOIL Tuesday. Didn't you know?
That is true. I will concede to that point.
All right. So here's the thing about
at least we can finish talk about the show topic before we fucking veer off into some bullshit.
Bro, truth. When's the next time you have to go to the doctor? Because the doctor's gonna inject you with luciferays.
Oh man, nigga, you the fucking.
Get this nigga out of here, man.
This nigga's a fool, bro.
Go ahead, man. What's up? Go ahead, big truck.
All I was trying to say is the problem with having here's the thing. All I'm trying to say is that if you have a water-powered car, it needs a steady supply of electricity that it can't gain from itself. The problem is what you would need a large electric battery that has its own individual range, just like a Tesla Model 3 or Y or S or X. And the electricity from that battery has to be put into the car by charging it at your house or a charging station. Now, if you want to run the car off of water, you have to use that steady supply of electricity to constantly be separating the hydrogen and the oxygen in the water. This is what you're missing.
Hold on. This is what you're missing. however he did what you're saying, he successfully did it, bro, to be able to drive cross country.
And that's
so
why
it's
the car
been
never
done.
on, right? So you mean to tell me?
No. That's what I'm trying to listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you, and I think that's what you're missing. He did exactly what you're saying. To everything you're saying that you would have needed from a regular fuel combustion engine, and the setup of the alternator and what's the name. And again, me and you have to do this shit too, because I like this shit, so we can explain to people.
But here's my thing. Kind of feels
I'm not done. Hold on. All right, cool. So again, man, he was able to do what you're saying needed to be done successfully without, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to tell you. His patent was for that. The complete fucking the impossible shit to be done with water. He had it all figured out.
But it wasn't done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He never succeeded. What he did was
succeed. That's why they fucking killed him.
He built a car that ran off of water, but people say it's running off of water. It's not running off of water. It's running off of electricity, creating hydrogen.
I understand. Well, listen, and I understand that. I agree with what you're saying. Once you get down into it, but still, at the end of the day, the fuel is water. The
fuel is electricity.
Oh my God! Well, hold on. Well, okay, can you fucking generate the electricity out of the water?
No.
All right then, motherfucker. So the fuel is fucking water. Like I said.
No, but here's the point. You can't generate electricity unless you have a place to plug this thing in to charge a battery. So it has nothing.
No. It's not. No, now you're lying too. Because again, you don't charge your fucking battery in your car. You get your fucking battery in your car that's already pre-charged.
No. A Tesla gets its power.
I'm not talking about no fucking Tesla.
Hold on. This is the mistake. See, fossil fuels pack enough energy in them to take a small amount of electricity in the starter to start the engine, to get the electricity flowing from the engine when it comes through the alternator. So what I'm saying is, when your car battery dies, there's no power to start that engine at all. So it doesn't matter if you have a full tank of fuel. So what I'm saying is, the fuel is actually, in this case, the electricity, because that's where you're getting the energy.
No, but
just to get the water process
like you said, no. And this is what you're missing. From my understanding of what he did, I'm telling you, listen, like you just said, he made the fucking hydrogen be the fucking do the separation shit from where, like, if he cranked the fucking car up,
Look what you just said. You said if you crank the car. Where's the power come for you to crank the car? It's coming from your arm. You have to eat food in order to have energy in order to crank the car. Do you understand?
I understand that. Yes, I understand. You have to have a battery. Big truck, I understand it, bro. You have to have a battery source for any engine, period. No engine can fucking start without a battery. Me and you were there on the same thing. I'm not disagreeing with you with that. What I'm telling you is the combustion part of it. Like you said, if you go from the starter, like, so you take your car, right, and you go from off to like auxiliary, right?
Right.
Where the fucking check engine light come on and all the other shit, and your lights and your ding 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 and all this car starts making noise, right?
All that power's coming from your car battery.
Battery, exactly. Thank you. All right, but that's not what runs the car. Okay, what runs the car is what? Fucking combustion, bro.
No, the gasoline is running the car in the combustion engine.
Okay, and thank you. And all right, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. So what he did was he was able to do the same thing with fucking water.
No, I understand that, but the last guy, that guy with that loud ass mic, he was trying to say that he was creating electricity using the hydrogen and the oxygen. I was telling him, no, that's not true, because that would essentially be perpetual motion. See, if you probably haven't driven an electric vehicle yet. The same dynamic exists, except for now what you're dealing with is a battery so large that it's able to move motors without needing any fuel at all. That's why they've existed longer than the internal combustion engine. The reason they never caught on is because battery technology, up until lithium-ion batteries, was never good enough for you to have a dense energy battery that would allow you to go for 200 or 300 miles. It never existed up until now. And that's why they're going to get rid of lithium-ion batteries with solid-state batteries. And Bill Gates is one of the people invested in solid-state batteries.
And everybody that's for asking for me, like I said, I'm not a fucking master's or PhD like fucking Big Truck, but I have 17 years experience as a fucking electrician / engineer. I know pretty much everything about aeronautical fucking everything from.
Well, I saw you in that photo next to the F-18. I think you had like a crew chief shirt where you were ducking down while they launching off the ramp. That was cool.
Yeah, but I never fuck with jets though. Helos, I worked on like P3s for a real short time. It's a prop engines. But like I said, my expertise is what's the name. So like I said, bro, I know the understanding of pretty much electricity, engine combustion, hydraulic systems, all that shit.
Okay.
So that's all. So when you talking to me, motherfucker, I know what the fuck you talking about.
I've seen your photos. I know what you. I saw what your photos, so I could guess that you have.
So that's okay. So when you start, when you start saying like, well, you know what I'm saying. So that's we just having a whatever. But okay, cool. Me and you got to do this.
And by the way, Mr. Fantastic, you worked on those ships with those F-18s. Where did those F-18s get the power to start? First of all, they've got fuel in them, but there's some of those aircraft that they have ground power where they have a wire plugged into the ship itself. You know that, the AMAC on the F-18.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, and that's what I'm telling you. Everything, Big Truck, you are 1,000% correct. You cannot run any engine, like period, without battery power first. Like you said, you have to get, because even from the aspect of combustion, what do you have? You have fucking spark plugs. All right. So even that, the spark plugs are fucking what's igniting the fuel in the thing to keep the fucking combustion going.
Right.
So I'm with you there. I'm not disputing that. But that's what I think you're missing. And what I'm trying to tell you, what my Fatal Dose was trying to explain was this dude found a way to make fucking water react the same way that fucking fuel reacts. And that was, I think, what made his shit separate from everybody else's. And again, if you look into it and get real deep into it, and then see the springboard that it's coincided with him pretty much dying and his patent being bought out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just it's a hell of a coincidence. But yeah, man. Oh shit, we way off on the shit.
Okay, let's get back in with the Moose Fairies.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, tell us all about.
Have you ever heard of Bloom Energy? Bloom Energy, they are basically a company based out of California. They based out of Silicon Valley. They literally have something called an energy server. This energy server can produce electricity that can power a small or a large warehouse, really. And they run these energy servers independently of the grid, and they can run off of natural gas, fuel, hydrogen, and solar.
They have solid on-site fuel cells.
And you got Fortune 500 companies currently using this technology. This is independent of the grid. This is an energy server that can be deployed standalone and run off of natural gas, hydrogen, and solar. So this technology exists.
They have fuel cells, bro. They have fuel cells. That's the reason why they're independent of the grid. They're using chemical reactions in order to create electricity.
Yeah, but the thing is, the fuel cell that in use, it's using a very specific painting on the cell itself that's proprietary. This is new technology. Well, I say within the last 5 years or so. But this is a new way of doing the taking hydrogen and making it into fuel. And the way they do it is when they're done, you actually have clean water at the end of the process. It's remarkable, man. It's just crazy, bro. But this is technology. Okay. This technology that's actually being deployed right now that most niggas never heard of. It sounds fucking crazy as fuck, but it actually exists and it's being used right now in this day and age.
I totally agree with you, and especially about the thing that it creates water. But the reason why it does is because once it creates its electricity, oxygen and hydrogen do not like to be alone. They always bond with each other. And that's the reason why a lot of these hydrogen-powered cars create water as a byproduct. But see, what people don't, they think that's clean. What they don't see is the point where they get their energy from, because they're still on whatever the local grid is. Now, what these people are doing, these people you point out, they have solid oxide fuel cells. So they're using a chemical reaction, but eventually that runs out. It's just like your batteries. A regular battery, once that chemical reaction runs out, you got to get a new battery because it no longer can.
No, these are designed to run indefinitely, bro. Like,
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
These energy servers are designed to run indefinitely. That's what they're designed to do.
Bro, Truth, I want you to understand.
That's what the technology, bro. I'm not.
Perpetual motion does not exist. Once you understand that, the world will remake itself before your eyes. Perpetual energy does not exist. Period. It violates all of the laws of thermodynamics and entropy. It does not exist. Now, what you're talking about is them with their own fuel cells that create electricity, yes, and they have water as a byproduct because they're creating hydrogen and oxygen separate. They bind together, that creates water. But what I'm telling you is that eventually they will have to recharge those fuel cells with more chemistry or more chemicals that they're using for those solid oxide batteries. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Perpetual motion does not exist. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Go. You can tell us about your Luciferians now, because I love that.
Yo, shout out to Cole Magnus for the 5. Tinfoil Tuesdays is lit. It always is. Shout out to Terrence B for the 149 super sticker. Thank you, brother. Big Truck, I think you got an actual question, bro. Big Truck, in 2002, Lieutenant Colonel Breeden received U.S. patent for a zero over unity device. How?
Listen, you can patent any device that you design. The issue with the scientific method is whether or not, when I try to build your device, does it work as you said it does. There have been a number of perpetual motion devices that have been patented over the last, dozen, 100 years. The issue is when people actually build it and test it, just like what I pointed out to Bro Truth about that article he pointed out, they did a test on it and they said that there's no proof of the Pies effect. So what I'm saying is patents are one thing. Does this thing really work is a totally different thing. They've been experimenting with nuclear power for fusion in tokamaks, and the reality is, as many times they say it works, when the scientists actually go in and try to do that same experiment, they see that it requires more energy to run it than it actually creates. The only fusion system you're seeing right now is when you look up in the sun and you see the sun. The sun uses gravity to crush hydrogen atoms into helium atoms, but the sun doesn't last forever. Eventually, the helium will turn into larger atoms like boron and carbon. Eventually, the sun will grow larger and larger. It will burn the earth up because it will become a red giant, and eventually it will collapse into a white dwarf. It's not large enough to collapse into a black hole, like some stars that are 1 million or 1 billion times bigger than the sun are. What I'm saying is perpetual motion does not exist, and you can't allow yourself to get sucked in to the belief that just because somebody has a patent on a perpetual motion machine that it's true. It's not.
Hey, shout out to Book of Rhymes for the $10 cash app, brother. Appreciate you. So, Big Truck, so is when people say perpetual motion, is it a misrepresentation? Yes. Is it colloquialism? What is it? Because
it's a misrepresentation.
Okay, so it's a misrepresentation.
It's like when you hear somebody say free energy.
Yeah, okay.
When you say that a car is water powered, what that would imply is that I can simply, I could take a regular battery, because you have to have something to run your interior electronics, and then I could just take water and pour it into the gas tank, and that's it, and then it'll do all this stuff on its own. Okay, you can build something like that, but what you're really doing is you're not powering it with water, you're powering it with hydrogen. You and I both know that you can't burn anything unless you have oxygen, right? So that means that you have to separate hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is highly explosive and oxygen is highly flammable, right? So in order to get that reaction that you can have an internal combustion engine, you have to have oxygen and hydrogen coming together, and then you have to detonate them or deflagrate them. That's the proper term. And then you get the pistons moving in order to get the car moving. But what my problem was when he was trying to say that this thing is creating electricity on its own, and just because of that, somebody snuffed this guy out. That's just ridiculous.
Well, no, they're just trying to tell you, man. They killed the motherfucker for had to be for something, and I think that's what you're missing. We're trying to tell you he was able to do that. His process was really actually able to do everything you're saying. That's what we're trying to explain to you. This wasn't just your regular run of the mill guy who did what had previously been done, and not only had he did that and found a way to process a combustion engine with, like I said, the fucking separation of hydrogen and oxygen, all these fucking things, bro. He did the shit with fresh or salt water.
No, I understand that. All I'm trying to say is water powered is a deceptive title.
Yeah, you're arguing about the particulars, man. We're not trying to get into. I understand what you're saying. So now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay, cool. From a literal sense, yes, we understand that. But still, all people is gonna see is, you know what I'm saying, I put water in it instead of gas. Right. People don't really. So if you want to have the deeper conversation, yes. But what we're saying, we say water power is instead of using a fossil fuel or oil base or anything like that or gas, you're using water, and then the process then separates the water into getting your car to do what you need to do on the same in the place of gasoline. That's all we say.
What I'm trying to say is that even in that process, you're still using fossil fuels because you still have to have a way to get electricity into the vehicle, because it will not start from the base. If you put this thing together right now, you couldn't start that vehicle until you put an initial input of electricity. Where are you getting your electricity?
That's the car battery.
No, but exactly. Car batteries get their initial.
He didn't use spark plugs in this engine, bro. If you actually look at, they didn't use spark plugs, my nigga.
But what I'm saying is that the
different process entirely than using the combustion engine.
All I'm saying is that the initial energy input comes from a society that's completely based on fossil fuels. So
you don't know that.
Yes,
you don't. No, you don't. You literally are. Listen,
right now,
no, man. Because listen, you cannot sit here and fucking say a statement of fact. You have not done any research on this dude's engine.
How do you
listen? Food? That's what I'm getting to is you speaking in certainty as if you looked at the fucking patents, as if you built this nigga shit. You have not done any of this.
How do you
literally are just speaking out your ass because you have a certain degree. Now, I'm not discounting your degree or whatever, bro. But what I'm getting to is there's always the devil in every fucking detail.
And I'm taking you down to the devil, baby. That's what I'm doing.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't sound so sure of yourself all the goddamn time when you don't know. You don't. No.
All right, hold on, big truck. So hold on, big truck. This is a possible proposed I guess like diagram of what it would be, right? So they're telling you here you have your water going to a mixer, stainless steel plates inside the fuel cell on the power unit. So pretty much you use the power to put in an electric shock through the water to pretty much start your hydrogen oxygen separation. It goes into the engine. It says what conventional engines adapted to the use hydrogen as its fuel, and the output will be propulsion. So from the way they're saying it, it would be something more similar to, so yeah, it would be basically like diesel or aircraft engine output versus your traditional fucking car input, but it's the same shit. And from what he's saying, oh, okay, the generator is turned by the engine and provides electricity for the computer, other equipment. So this one has a generator versus a fucking alternator. So that too brings another big part to it, because with a generator.
Wait. Hold on, Mr. Fantastic. A generator and an alternator are basically the exact same thing. It's just that the alternator is the name for a generator in a car. A generator and an alternator are the exact same thing. It's just that an alternator.
Turning stators and rotors in order to through brushing of the fucking electrical field. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So all right.
I'm really good at this.
Okay. Well, motherfucker, I'm good too, motherfucker. We just fucking all right. Chill out. All right. Power unit. So I guess the power unit would be the battery, because yeah, that's what's sending the electrical charge through the fucking thing.
So
But
I
yeah, man, I don't
guarantee
know. This is the
if I put a battery into his vehicle and that battery had no charge in the battery, that vehicle cannot possibly start. So
yeah, but that's
that
the same
means
thing with a car. We not disagreeing on that. Like I said, it's the same thing with a car. If you put a dead
right,
battery in the car can't start. So it's
right.
the same principle. The thing that the whole the magic is here as to we trying to figure out where they're separating, sending the electrical charge through the water after the water goes through the mixer, and somehow it's separating hydrogen to oxygen to send it into the engine for combustion, and then
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah, because that's exactly what a regular engine does. A regular engine takes gasoline and then it uses a carburetor or it uses an air intake in order to bring in oxygen, and the oxygen mixes with the gas, and then a spark plug ignites it. That's what moves the piston. So what I'm saying is, yeah, he built a car that uses water as its fuel, but ultimately the fuel as the water could not run the car without having the initial energy input coming basically from a fossil fuel powered battery of some type. That battery had to have gotten an initial charge from our fossil fuel infrastructure.
What does that even mean, bro? That
What
doesn't
it
even
means,
make sense.
what it means very
What do you
simply,
mean? What do you mean made from plastic? Made from plastic? Yeah, but when you're talking about him having to use gasoline in a water powered car, that is no.
No, he had to use fossil fuel generated energy in his water powered car.
What you mean like a plastic battery? Yeah. Okay. I will concede to that fact. I mean,
okay.
But I mean, I'm not. Listen, I'm not sitting here saying that I know exactly how this nigga shit work. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking indefinite like you are, saying that you know how it work and you know.
I understand. We could build one.
You have. Listen, bro. I work in technology, man.
Okay.
And one thing that I always do, man, I always have to verify.
Okay.
I can trust my knowledge, my previous knowledge on a certain subject, but guess what? One thing that always bite me in the ass, if I assume, you're assuming a lot in this fucking instance, bro.
Well,
you don't have
assuming that
any
he was
real
killed
details
because he invented the car.
Listen, bro. All I'm getting to is before you form concrete fucking opinions about a subject, specifically about this car, you need to do research and understand how it functions. Your understanding of how a hydrogen engine functions, that's cool. Okay, you have your understanding of it. But to say that transfer over to this invention without any type of investigation on your part, that's ignorance.
I explained to you how the thing worked before he even pulled up that picture that was just up. And sure enough, what I was saying was exactly the way the damn thing worked. You think I haven't looked this up back in the 1990s when my science teacher said that somebody built a car that was powered by water? You think I never looked this up before?
Oh, so you did a book report on it?
A book report? Shit. We in my earth science class, I had brought that idea to the teacher about could we make a perpetual motion thing, and then he explained it to me the reason why you couldn't, and I looked it up, and sure enough, he was right.
Anyway, man.
Are you yawning? Did you just yawn on me?
Yeah, man. It's getting kind of tiring over here, man.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build a car powered out of Luciferays. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey, real talk though, man. Hey, it's always a fucking pleasure. Like real talk, this shit is very mentally motherfucking gymnastics out this bitch, man.
Dealing with this nigga here, I know. Trust me.
Yeah, man. Like real talk, man. Hey, I gotta go ahead and motherfucking get to my second job, man, which is the gym. Hey, y'all brothers stay up. Hey, for anybody out there, man, don't let these motherfuckers tell you to put that bullshit in your body, bro. Hey. I guarantee you will regret it, man. It's not good for you. There are no long-term studies on this so-called vaccine. And again, it's not a vaccine. This is talking about from a medical definition standpoint. This is not a vaccine. This is a medical device. Everything about this thing is synthetic, and they basically are trying to patent your cells. That's exactly what's going on here. Don't let anyone else fool you about that about the bullshit, bro. So long as you equip yourself with knowledge, man, no one can fucking phase you, man. Straight up.
They're trying to patent my cells, but to what end? Are they trying to kill us?
Well, no. I don't say it's necessarily trying to clone you, but you're aware of what was going on with the DNA things like 23andMe and all of those Ancestry.com people.
I
Know
don't
about that?
trust any of them. I would never send them shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what people weren't reading the fine print, and what they was under. What came to find out is that by you using their services, you gave them access to use your DNA for whatever means they wanted to. So if you ever used any of these, ancestry.com and all this shit, as far like, to look up your heritage and see where you came from, you do that swab in your mouth. They have a map of your your DNA, and then they can use your DNA and pick away from it and do the same thing they did with Henrietta Lacks. You know about Henrietta Lacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much it's the modern day version of this, but because you say people don't read and people don't understand, you're literally giving your DNA away that could be the fucking, the basis for the cure for cancer. But you're not gonna ever get no kickback from it because you willingly gave up your DNA. And a lot of things too, like I said, man, that's why I keep reiterating. Do you know that the majority of people don't even understand that this vaccine is not FDA approved? You say that, and people look at you.
They wouldn't have had the time. FDA usually takes like 4 or 5 years to approve a vaccine.
Yeah, but you say that, and people look at you. What you mean? Yes, it is. No, it's not. It is not FDA approved. It's fucking emergency authorization. And again, even once a vaccine has gone through all the clinical trials, has been approved, you have little to no chances of getting any type of recompense if you suffer from, even if you prove that you suffer from allergic reaction or adverse reaction or even death from the vaccine, because there's a protection in the United States law as to where vaccinations are pretty much have immunity from any type of legal penalty. And this vaccine right now in the state that it is, you are literally volunteering yourself as a willing and unpaid guinea pig for $1 trillion industry, bro. If something goes wrong with you, what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring you in. They're gonna be like, oh, this happened, that happened, whatever. Let us take some of your blood. Let us take this. Let's do a study on you. Let's do this, and this, all this other shit. And they're gonna use you for free to perfect the shit, to make the differences, make the changes necessary for them to get to the point of where they need to get it to pretty much, like you said, speed up this 5 to 10 year window that it usually takes for to get a vaccine actually FDA approved. But what people don't understand and realizing is, man, versus them doing it like they normally do it, take a couple of hundred of people, right, and go and do the double blind studies and placebos and all these things and whatnot, what have you, over extended amount of time. Now you get to fucking do what? You get to fucking spread this out to millions upon millions of people. You know what I'm saying? Now you have millions of willing participants. You don't gotta pay, which they usually would do for people that are volunteering for these studies. Now these people, you've already been paid on the front end for actually even making and distributing the vaccines, and now you get the people to you get them to buy into taking the vaccines, and you get them to be your lab rats for free. So again, man, if you out here, bro, trusting any bullshit that the fucking media is telling you, ask the media as to why they haven't told you anything about fucking the 1,600 people that's died in the U.S. from the fucking vaccines, or the people that's died over in the blood clots and other things that were happening over in Europe. That's not by design, man. You know what I mean? That's not happenstance. Okay. So and I know it's tough out here, man. And shout out to my man Hulk in the building, man. Hey, it's gonna get rough out here, bro. All right, because again, to y'all God hating niggas, I know y'all hate God, but this is a part. This is a part of something that's gonna be, that's prophesized. I'll just say that, okay? This prophecy, bro. All right. It's not just gonna be in your hand or your forehead. You're going to be the mark. Your whole body's gonna be the mark, bro. With this whole shit and the thing, and it's just crazy as to how it's gonna be the biggest fucking I told you so ever, man. It's just crazy.
I
definitely ain't fucking with it. I'm not, man. I'm trying to make sure as long as I keep this shit going for the next 3 years, I gotta motherfucking deal with this shit. I'm good to go, bro. Cause I'm not fucking with it. And I already see the shit they're gonna try to do, but hey, it is what it is, man. I gotta just suffer through it if I have to. But yep, hey, shout out to K-Mac. Yeah, if you have not watched The Century Yourself, you definitely need to watch that. Another one was what's the USA, the something USA thing. There's so many films and so many things out here, man, we need to be made aware of. And be glad that you're one of the few, man. All right. Be glad that you're out here with your they live glasses on and you can see the bullshit coming from a mile away. Pat yourself on the back, man.
But you know what bothers me more than anything? What bothers me is that they try to create scarcity by acting as if people are rushing to get it and rich people are rushing past the line to get it. And they're trying to make it seem as if this is like somebody handing out free money. And if I don't get down there now to get it, I can't. Like, it's like, who are you trying to fool? Like, the mere fact that I'm still alive after this virus started tells me that I'm doing something right. So I obviously don't have a problem. I social distance to whatever extent they forced me to do it. I wore masks wherever I was forced to wear them. But as for rushing in there to take your fucking unproven vaccine, fuck that. I only needed to see one movie, and that was Will Smith and I Am Legend. And once they thought they had that cure for cancer and they turned everybody into fucking vampires, let me tell you something. I'll be ready with my shotgun just in case everybody else flips. I'll be ready.
Well, no, you know what's funny? They keep talking about this too, man. I'm gonna do some research in this. But they say the CDC has a zombie apocalypse fucking like division or something. They have like zombie apocalypse like procedures, and it's like it's a joke, but it's really not. It's not just them too. It's like the CDC and it's another organization that has like zombie fucking protocol, and I'm just like, that's kind of strange. You know what I mean? I definitely don't trust that shit.
I always thought that zombies were an allegory to what happens when you have people who ain't got nothing who are coming to take what you got. That's what I always thought, that the zombie apocalypse was basically an allegory to what would happen if you suddenly had a bunch of people rushing at you, coming to get what you got, whatever it may be, or like for instance, like if you had food and water and nobody else had food and water, all of a sudden they're zombies because they're beating down your doors trying to get up into your house.
That's another big thing too. That's why I'm saying I don't trust this bullshit, man. And I'm trying to go back to this damn the assault weapons ban and the magazine ban. Because it's just like, look, bro, fuck that. You know what I mean? If I'm getting rushed and I got a whole bunch of people coming and trying to kick my fucking door in, bro, I'm putting this goddamn drum in on your ass and hey,
No, let me just say this about assault weapons. It's easy. See, the people don't seem to understand. The left wing and the right wing are both two wings on the same exact
point. Yeah, same. Yes, so on the same bird. Same point.
From the day that I saw what a bump stock was, and from the day that I saw what it could do, I knew it was going to get banned. Sure enough, who banned it? Wasn't Joe Biden, wasn't Obama. Who did it? It was Trump.
Yeah. Now, that was after, again, it's political pressure after a fucking national disaster.
Let me say this. I rushed out and I bought 3 AR-15s because I knew sooner or later they were going to try to ban them, and I wanted to get grandfathered in, right? Now, let me say this. What they tried to do was they tried to get around the AR-15 bans by making them into AR pistols. From the moment that I saw an AR pistol, I was like, yeah, that's getting banned. And an AK pistol behind it. And they're going after these pistol arm braces and every single thing that you've tried to do to make yourself a legal machine gun. They've been going after all that shit. And now they're going after pump action shotguns that have detachable clips because that's the new big thing. And then they're going to go after just about anything that has a detachable magazine. So you already, like, it didn't even matter. Republicans, Democrats, it didn't even matter. They coming for the shit. And I've been watching this unfold for the last 15 years. Didn't matter who was in office. So it's easy for everybody to just say Biden, But fucking Trump made it so you can't even have a fucking bump stock. So you can't even have a simulated machine gun.
And I think they was trying to reverse the bump stock thing too, if I remember right, because of the constitutionality on it.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy, E-Man. He says, "Oh, AR-15 in New York, no way." Tell him what I got, please.
Hey, nigga done cammed up with it more than one time, bro. So I mean, he ain't been locked up yet.
Right here.
Oh, get this nigga out of here, man. Get him out of here, man. Come on. And on that note, I'm out, man. Big Truck is a dude you can't take nowhere, man. God damn, Big Truck. If it ain't guns, it's condoms and shit, man. Calm your Biz Marquee looking ass down, man. Put these motherfucking guns on the camera again. This motherfucker up here trying to give motherfucking recipes for hydrogen shit, and earlier now he's showing AR-15. But hey, man, you got any more comments, bro? Hey, appreciate you coming through as always, bro.
Oh, well, no, as a dedicated co-host, I'm always looking to make the show as interesting and fantastic as possible.
All right, man, appreciate you. Hey, man, Tinfoil Tuesdays is back. Greatly appreciate you guys coming through, man, to support. Shout out to my man again, man. The sponsor of the show today was my man's shout out to Booker Rhymes to hit me up with a $10 Cash App, brother. With my man Y'all Studios for the 100 ball on the Cash App, man. Greatly appreciate the support, man. Hey, man, we back. Keep shooting me topics. Everybody's lighting my email up, man. So if anything you guys want to talk to me about, hit me on the email, hit me on Instagram, all those great things, man. Greatly appreciate you guys. Greatly appreciate the likes, the shares. We are about to hit another milestone. Make sure you tell a friend about it, man. Hey, put people on this knowledge, bro, because everybody don't know about it, man. Tinfoil Tuesdays is a good way to bring somebody into, you know what I'm saying, into the knowledge, into the, the enlightened, into the land of the enlightened, man. So as always, man, that's that on that one. I'll catch you on the next one. Holla.